In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to increase your credit score fast. Back in high school, I learned the importance of having good credit when I had no credit and I was forced to use my mom as a co-signer to get my very first vehicle. After paying for that car for 2 years, I boosted not only my credit score, but also my mom's. From that point on, I took it upon myself to learn as much as possible to help myself and others around me. Be sure to stick around to the end of this video so you can have a clear path to a 700 plus credit score. If you're currently paying rent right now, then you have to use creditrentboost.com. They allow you to report your past and ongoing rent payments as a trade line to Transunion and Equifax for as low as $292 a month. The average score increase is between 30 to 100 points with the results in less than 2 weeks. You're already paying rent anyway, so why not sign up for a service that reports those payments for you to increase your credit score? 30 to 100 points is crazy with results in less than 2 weeks. If you're interested, click the link down below to report all of your past and ongoing rent payments to increase your credit report. After reporting your rent payments as a trade line, now it's time to pay down your revolving credit balances. Your revolving credit balances can be loans or even credit card balances. If you have the funds to pay more than the minimum payment each month, I highly recommend it because you're avoiding interest and you're dropping down your credit utilization. Continuing to chip at your revolving debt will have a major impact on your credit score. Paying down debt helps you keep your credit utilization rate as low as possible, which makes up of 30% of your total FICO credit score. The best place for your credit utilization rate to be is between 1 to 10% to have the best impact. Now it's time to increase your credit limit, which also helps your credit utilization. This can be done in 2 different ways. The first way is to ask for an increase on your existing credit card. Before asking for an increase, make sure you're not tempted to spend more just because you have it available, especially if you don't have the means to pay it off. The next way is to apply for a new credit card. While this method does ding your credit score by a few points because it's a hard inquiry, the overall benefits in the long run outweigh the small points up front. Before you apply for a new credit card, be sure to do your research. Find out your approval odds and find out what you're looking for in that new credit card. There are many different things to look for in a credit card. Some offer cash back, some offer travel rewards, and there are some that offer the best welcome bonus. So make sure you're thinking long term. Me personally, my favorite credit card that I'm using currently is the Navy Federal Flagship Rewards. The great thing about that card is when I signed up, if I spent $3,000 in the first 90 days, I got 40,000 welcome bonus points, which equaled $400. On top of that, I get 2% cash back on any purchase and 3% on travel. That's amazing, and honestly, I earn so much money just by using that credit card every single day. Another way to quickly increase your credit score is to review your credit report for errors. About 25% of Americans have an error on their credit report. Some common errors to look for are fraud, duplicate accounts, and misreported payments. It's best to get your free credit report from annualcreditreport.com and look out for errors. If you have any errors, make sure to highlight them and contact each bureau to get them removed. Also, when you're looking at your credit report, make sure you have one name, one phone number, one address, and one current employer. Any of that old information, get it removed. That can be tied to those negative items on your credit report. While we're mentioning the negative items, that's the scariest thing for people on their credit report, whether they're late payments or even collections. These items have to be taken very seriously. Getting something like a late payment removed from your credit score will increase your credit score super fast because it makes up of 35% of your total FICO credit score. If you want to learn how to get those negative items removed from your credit report, I'll leave the link down in the description. I do have a video on that, including the dispute letters. Finally, the last way to increase your credit score. If you have someone that's trustworthy with a good payment history and they've had a credit card for a long period of time, you can have them add you as an authorized user to the credit card. Note to self, that does not mean they have to give you access to their credit card. Me personally, I have a friend that doesn't have a strong credit score. I added him as an authorized user to my credit report for 6 to 12 months to increase his credit score and to help him out. But I never personally gave him a credit card. It just helps him build his credit. Someone with fair credit can improve their score by 12.5% in 6 months or 20% in a year by becoming an authorized user on someone else's card. Someone with poor credit can improve their score by 18.1% in 6 months and 28% in a year. So you guys see exactly how beneficial this can be to be added as authorized user to someone's credit report. The things to look out for when being added as an authorized user: make sure that person is making payments on time, and also they've had that credit card for a long period of time because it's showing credit age. The longer age you have on your credit report, the stronger your credit score is going to be. When it comes to improving your credit score, there are many different ways to do so. Everyone's credit journey will be different. Mine will be different from yours, and so forth and so on. The main thing to focus on is to make sure you understand the 5 credit factors that make up your credit score and you're making your payments on time. If you're someone who's discouraged right now because your credit score is terrible, don't worry. I was that person as well. I had a 500 credit score less than a few years ago, but I followed some steps in this video and I continue to chip at it, make those payments on time. And honestly, reporting your rent payments can help you in less than 2 weeks with a score increase of 30 to 100 points. So make sure you're following all of the steps in this video and you're not being discouraged. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit the bell notification, and as always, tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Thank you guys so much.